Right. Let's see here. Go into my shoot around. Alright, so we are just going to give it a few minutes, let everyone catch on up into the stream. We're going to get ready to go live here. I'm going to take a look over my badges, and we'll get ready to get fired up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're just going to give it a few minutes. Just to get started, and we'll get right into it. Let's say give it 5 minutes for everybody else. All right. So welcome to the stream. For those of you that haven't, go ahead and give Esports Camps a follow on Instagram. We're gonna have some very important news coming on there by the end of today's session. Okay, so stay tuned. Make sure you're on the Instagram. We're gonna have a lot of cool things coming for you guys on that end. All right. So if you guys want, while you're following along with me, spend some time, get into your my court while you're waiting for the stream to fill up. Go on your my player, grab whatever position you feel like playing on today, and start the shoot around. All right. So you'll notice right now I'm just going over my warm up before I get started. Okay. And again, I'm gonna be on a playmaking shot creator today. Okay, I'm going to be on my playmaking shot creator. For those of you that want to know, he's a 98 overall right now. I think I lost a few park games earlier today messing around, so my overall did drop. Okay, my overall did drop on this guy. Alright, and again, probably got another 3 minutes left to go. Alright, Mr. Stroh, Yeterson, Tanner Poodle, Noah, how you guys doing? Go ahead, tell me in the chat what kind of builds you guys are rocking today. Let me know what kind of builds, what kind of positions you guys got out. Wardell Curry, what rep am I? I am currently a Superstar 2. Okay, I'm a Superstar 2. The reason being it's low is when you play in a lot of these league games, so a lot of the top leagues actually, everything is done through private matchmaking. Okay, so what that means is you play a lot of games and you don't get any rep for it. So that's how you search for other teams. You basically type in a code and get it. All right. Offensive threat. Did you go for the offensive threat? Did you decide to go with the BP builds, if you're familiar with that term, or did you decide to go with shooting and playmaking? Let me know what you got. Alright, so you'll notice right now I'm just kind of getting my thumbs loose, just making sure that my dribble moves are going to be on lock. Shooting and playmaking, dope, dope. Playmaking slasher, oh, favorite build in the game right there. Alright, so we got 1 more minute here till we start getting started and getting live. So go ahead, again, if you haven't, take a look at Esports Camps Instagram page. Alright, we gotta have a nice little announcement coming for you guys at the end of this session. So at the end of this session, session 1, we are going to have a pretty good announcement. We're gonna get to you guys with some cool news. Big opportunity for all the people that are here today. Alright, what else we got? Playmaking shot creator, playmaking slasher, slashing playmaker. Alright, so do we have anyone in here besides the perimeter lockdown? Besides my man Wardell Curry, is anyone else not rocking a point guard? Or for the most part, are we all point guards out here today? Alright, so go ahead. If you're not a point guard, just give me the thumbs up in the Discord chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, we're going to start our session right now. You'll notice here on the stream, we're going to have the goals for the camp. And what's going to happen is by the end of this camp today, this session 1, you guys should be able to do all of the goals. So you want to know what the difference is between narrow focus and broad focus. You're going to want to know how to properly warm up, okay? And a lot of times what you guys don't get is warming up just doesn't mean let me run into my court and take a few shots, right? That's not how we warm up to play, okay? Warming up to play, you got to get the blood flowing. You actually got to get up out of your chair, okay? It requires a little bit of movement. So some things that I'm going to do, I'll share with you guys in a second. We're also going to spend some time today. We're going to go over badges, okay? The badges we're going to go over today are going to be for all positions. We're going to go through shooting, finishing, playmaking, and defending. And I'm going to look through the list of your builds. And I will let you know what badges I think are best for you, okay? I'll do my best to get through everyone's. For the most part, it looks like we got some, a lot of point guards, a lot of shooting guards, and I see one big man, the one lone big man. I appreciate you, okay? We need more people like you out there. All right. And then we're gonna, after we get through the badges, we'll jump into animations, talking about dribble moves, layup animations, dunk animations. We'll get all that for you guys. By the end of today, you guys should be a walking bucket. All right, you guys should be leaving this this session dropping 10 in every park game. That's my goal today. Okay. And then I'm also going to give you guys an in-depth look at how jump shots work this year, okay? It's a little different than it's been in the past 2Ks. So we're going to spend some time going over what jump shot is good for what quick draw, okay? There is a difference this year. And what about that jump shot creator that you guys like to play around with, okay? Is that useful? Is it worth it? All right, we'll spend some time messing around with the jump shot creator. And then we're going to spend some time going into the details of the pick and roll and the pick and pop. All right, that's going to be your main focus on offense. It's also going to be great to have the point guards in here, shooting guards in here, and the centers. We can all go over that. We can all get better, especially with how we read the pick and roll. All right, I have some clips of my man Kyrie Irving. Don't get me started. I'm a Celtics fan, but the dude kills it on the pick and roll. So I got some footage of Kyrie doing work on the pick and roll. We'll look at that and see how you guys can implement that into your 2K game. All right. And last but not least, I want to make sure that everyone leaves here today with one new dribble move that they can do on command in the park, okay? So we're going to go over one dribble move that's going to teach you how to get a bucket quickly, okay? How you can ISO. You're going to go to this move, and it's going to result in you getting an easy bucket, all right? So to start, okay, I know I did a lot of rambling on here, but we're going to go right into the warm-up now, okay? So for me, the first thing that I do before I get on, if I know I'm going to play, so I knew you guys were coming on to watch me at 5 o'clock, okay? The first thing I did was I did 20 air squats, all right? An air squat is when you just squat down like you're going to sit in a chair, a little bit lower, and you just hold it. You hold that for about 5 seconds, and then you go back up, all right? I'll do that 20 times. I'll get 20 reps of that, okay? So I'll do 20 air squats, and that'll be perfect. That's all I need to get my legs going, and I'm good. Okay, the blood starts to flow at that point. From there, I'll move on to what I call arm circles. For most of you guys that played sports, which I'm sure many of you did, that's why you're here. All right, an arm circle, you're just gonna put your arms out nice and wide. I'll back up a little bit, and just make these big circles with your arms. All right, and I'll do that 20 times, and you'll start to feel that in your back shoulders. Okay, I'll start to feel that in the back shoulders. I'll do that 20 times. The next thing I'll do is I'll get up out of my chair again, and I'll do some calf raises. Okay, calf raises, you just stand up, you get nice and high on your tippy toes. Okay, and all of these I'm doing 20 times. Okay, so everything is going to be a rep of 20. And then something that we can all do, all right, we all have a ball somewhere around here. Okay, we'll see if my dog tackles me, but you're going to grab a ball, you're just going to juggle it into both hands just to get those fingers and those hands warmed up. Okay, I'll throw it back and forth until I get 20. All right, and that's how we're gonna get our hands loose. Once you're done with all that, you can start to get into your gaming session. Okay, the first thing that I do when I start to hop into the game, before a nice big competitive game, before I get into playing with those 2K league guys, before I get into playing in those top leagues, all right, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to come into my court like you see me doing here. I'm just going to practice going momentum crossover into a dunk. I'll go one way. I'll come back out top. Momentum cross again to my right hand. Alright. Now I'll do this a few times, just till I get comfortable, okay? You guys, if you're at home playing on your Xbox 2, not just watching, or your PlayStation 4, whatever you got, go ahead, head into my court, okay? We're going to spend some time warming up. Warm up with me, okay? Go through my warm up with me. See if you can do what I'm doing. Alright, so again, I'll just momentum cross a few times to both sides. A momentum to the right, momentum to the left, and I'll just start trying to dunk it on each side. Okay, you can lay it up too, whatever works for you. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to do something called the Spam Pro 2 crossover, okay? The Spam Pro 2 crossover. Alright, this move is the most overpowered thing in the game. If you guys watch 2K League, you might have noticed some of the point guards spamming this move, okay? It's a joke. In a lot of the top leagues, this crossover move is actually banned, okay? It's actually banned. You cannot do it more than 3 times in a row. If you do it more than 3 times in a row, your team forfeits the game, okay? So I'll practice doing this spam between the legs with the Pro 2 moving crossover. And you'll notice how quick that is. When you're in this Pro 2 dribble move here, this spamming this between the legs, the ball cannot be stolen from you. Alright, they do not let you get a poke ball loose animation. Alright, so my perimeter defender that's out here, Wardell Curry, right? You're not going to be able to strip anyone when they're doing this. You can't even get a bump on them. It is the most frustrating thing in the game. But it is for sure a necessity. So I always keep this on, and I make sure that I am ready to rock it. Okay, I make sure I have it on lock if I ever need it. You'll see a lot of people doing this in the park as well. So I'll do that a few times, up and down, just to get the fingers loose, get the feeling of how quick I need to do it. And honestly, the best thing about this is you can always improve, right? You can always do these moves quicker. What buttons do you need to do to click that? Good. So we're gonna go into it for the animation. But to do this, you're just holding the left stick forward towards the basket, and you're just moving it down and back between the legs. Okay. So Yederson, if you're struggling with this, don't worry. We're gonna go into like the exact how to do this in a few seconds. But right now, it's just you're doing the regular between the legs towards the basket. That's all it is to it. Okay. The next thing that I like to do, so I feel comfortable now. I got my layups, my dunks down, my momentum crossover. That's like my go-to right there. Okay. Once I'm done with that, I start to go in through my hop jumper. Okay. The hop jumper is a spam move. Right. So you'll see here I can spam it. I create lots of space. And you see the biggest goal that we're going to have to teach you guys today is we're looking to go away from the defender. Okay. You'll notice everything I do is away from the defender. I'm not going towards him. I'm trying to create space. Okay. So I'll spam this a few times. I'm going all to my left now. Alright, and for those of us that play basketball, okay, if I practice everything on the left side, what do you think I should also do? Do I just stop after I do it on the left side, or what's next? What do you think? Someone tell me in the chat. My point guard's out there. What are we doing here? Do I just work on it on the left side, or what do I do? What do we think? Right, if I'm only going to the left, good. We're going to practice on the right. Shout out Esports Camps. I like it. So we're going to, everything we do one way, we always going to do it on the other side. Good. Is that at Easter? Right side. Great. Alright, I appreciate all the boys for helping me out here. Good stuff. Alright, so again, we practice everything on both sides. Okay? And then now, the last thing I'm going to do for my warm-up here is I'm going to go into my hesitation. Okay, my hesitation off the dribble and shoot. So you'll notice here I'm going to go again, just like Tanner Poodle, just like Tyda, and just like Easter said, I'm going to the right, I'm going to the left. Everything I do is on both sides. Shout out to Savage Stephen for jumping in too. A little late, but I'll take the answer. I like it. Alright, so you'll notice here, I am just going to hesitate full speed, and I'm going to work on being quick. Okay, I'm not trying to waste any time here. It's go straight into my hesitation. Okay, going straight into my hesitation and shooting it. Alright, I do not want to waste time. It's as soon as I start to hesitate, I hit that X button and I go straight up into my shot. Okay, that one took a little long because I was reading Swifty's chat. Alright, what's up, Swifty? How we doing, man? Let me know in the chat what position you're bringing out here today. Alright, let me know your build that you're rocking. Green bean? Yep, we're always looking for green beans. Alright, all the time. Alright, so you'll notice here I have a meter. Okay, I have a meter. I'm feeling comfortable, I'm feeling confident. The first thing that I'm going to do now, the end of my warm-up. Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys to all do the same. You're going to go down to your options and controller settings. Okay, you're going to go down to your controller settings. Then you'll see here it says shot meter. Okay, in your shot meter, turn it to the left and we're going to turn that off. Okay, we're going to turn off our shot meter. We'll discuss why we're doing that in a little bit. Alright, and the first thing that I'm going to do is the same thing I was doing before, is just hesitate and shoot. Okay, again, this is the warm-up. So now I'm just trying to get the feel for shooting without the meter. For those of you guys that already had the meter off, that's what's up. I usually leave mine off as well. But again, this is just a warm-up. So I just try to warm up with my meter on for a little bit, and then I switch it off. Okay, so I'll go until I get 3 greens in a row. Now I'm feeling good, ready to take on the day, get out and play my league game. All right, so again, 3 greens in a row, and I'm good to go. And it looks like everyone had their meter off already. I'm super happy with that, guys. I'm proud of everyone for being well researched, and I'm sure you guys figured that out from YouTube, right? So now I'm properly warmed up. Okay, I got my real life warm up where I stretched, right? I got the blood flowing, and then I came into my core. I got my dribbles down, I got my jump shot down. Okay, we're greening everything out here now. The next thing I'm going to do is think to myself, a mental note. How am I going to focus on my play today? What can I do to improve? What can I do to improve? And then what can I also do to get my teammates better? Alright, that's the biggest goal here. If you're not working hard to get your teammates open in a bucket, then you're not doing your job. Okay? So, there's 4 ways you can focus here. Alright, we're going to call it narrow focus. Alright, we're going to call it narrow focus. Okay, narrow focus is when you, like, what you think narrow is, right? Narrow, we're just looking straight on one thing. We're zoomed in. So, for example, if I say, you know what, today I really want to focus on just, you know, making sure that I dunk it every time instead of getting a weird layup animation. I want to dunk everything. Okay? Ederson, give me 1 second. I'll answer your question, buddy. 1 second. Okay? Let me get through this part. So, narrow focus. Okay? I am just going to focus on one thing. So, for me, it's going to be, I want to dunk the ball every time. I don't want a cheesy layup. I want to dunk it. That's my narrow focus. Okay? My broad focus is, instead of focusing just on how I can dunk it, I'm going to say more broad, which is wide, okay, bigger scale. I want to average another 4 points a game than what I have been usually. Okay? So, I want to average more 4 points. That's a wider focus. I'm not focusing exactly on how I'm going to do so, but that's just my, like, big goal for the day. Okay? So, that's going to be my broad focus. Alright? Moving on, we're going to have an internal and external. Okay? For my boys in the chat, internal, what do we think internal focus is going to be? Someone tell me what internal focus is going to be. What do you think? If I'm focusing on something that's internal, what is that going to look like? Alright? What is it going to look like if it's internal? Inside. Good, Ederson. So, we're looking for something that's inside. So for me, it might be, you know what, I don't want to be like, I don't want to tilt and yell at everybody. Okay? I don't want to get mad at my teammates. I just want to stay calm and make sure everyone's improving. Alright, that's going to be my internal thing, something I can control. Alright. Lastly, we have external focus, which is the opposite of inside. Alright, which is the opposite of inside. And we're going to look at things that I can't control necessarily. So, it might just be, you know, keeping my eyes up. Alright, like I just want to try to make sure my eyes stay up. I'm looking at the floor, trying to get everyone involved, make sure everyone's shooting the ball, but it's not necessarily something that I can control whether or not they're scoring the ball. Okay, good. Outside, quiz 192. We're gonna go over dribble moves in the near future. Not right now. I will show you how to do every dribble move that I can do by the end of the entire camp. I promise you that. Okay, I will have everyone in here being a dribble god by the time they leave this camp today. Okay. And then, yes, shout out to all my boys on Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy. No PlayStation 4 here today. Alright. So now, we got all that down. Okay, how I'm going to focus. I got my warm-up, my blood's flowing. I want to show you guys one trick. Okay, one small trick. Can I have everyone go through their options? Okay. You're going to go back to controller settings. Okay. PMGMAC. We already got a dribble god. I like it. I like it. Alright. So, you're in here at the screen. I'm going to turn my vibration back on. And you go all the way down. Okay, you're going to go all the way down until you see this thing called Pass Target Profile. Okay, Pass Target Profile. So there's going to be some options here. Default is this is probably what yours looks like if you haven't touched it yet. Okay. Default, openness, direction, and custom. Okay, I want you guys to change this to custom and match mine. It should be pass target direction should be set to 1. Pass target distance should be set to 1. And pass target openness should be set to 98. Okay, pass target openness should be set to 98. And what you're going to end up seeing is when you press A, okay, to pass the ball, instead of icon passing, alright, you just tap the A button. What you're going to end up seeing is that 2K will pass the ball to the person that is automatically the most open for you. Alright, so for those of us that watch 2K League, you'll see these crazy dimes, right? These crazy dots to the corner where they just make a nice pass. They read the defense perfectly. Chances are they're rocking that pass setup, okay? So all they have to do is just tap that A button and the ball automatically goes to the most open person. You don't even have to worry about iconing it, okay? So if you're a point guard and you're struggling with turnovers, if you're a point guard and you're already struggling with turnovers, this might be the thing to do for you, okay? So again, pass target openness should be at 98. Alright, I'll pull that up for you one more time, just in case you didn't get it. And again, for those of us that are in the group Discord, I'll put everything we go over today in a document and throw it in our NBA 2K chat, okay, in Discord. It'll be right there for you. So, here it is for you one more time. Pass openness should be 98, and everything should go down to just 1. Alright? So again, if you guys need help with the Discord, I see we got the Discord in the link in the chat already. Go ahead and join that. Just in case you missed anything, I will throw a nice little summary today in the Discord. Okay? Next, alright, we're going to move on over to the badge breakdown. Alright? Badge breakdown, time for what everybody wants to know. So, obviously on this guy, I don't have many finishing badges because I am rocking a playmaking shot creator. Alright? For my slashers in the building, I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you guys the rundown for the badges you should rock. Alright? So, the first thing you want to put on Hall of Fame, Contact Finisher. Alright? Contact Finisher is going to give you those crazy poster dunks where you just absolutely put your man on a poster. You're going to dunk all over the big men, okay? Make them fall on the ground while you're left hanging on the rim. Alright? Now, this is going to be what grants you those posters, okay? So that's going to be the first thing you should always do. Contact Finisher, straight to Hall of Fame. From there, you want to do fancy footwork. Okay, fancy footwork all the way up to Hall of Fame. This is going to make your Euro steps, your hop steps, your jump stops, all of that is going to be super OP. If anyone has played 2K this year, they've probably seen the jump stop, and you've probably seen how OP it is, right? It's crazy how fast people do these things, okay? And you can't get a bump on it. It's crazy. So you're going to put that up to Hall of Fame. So now we got contact and fancy up to Hall of Fame, and then we're going to throw on Hall of Fame Slithery, okay? Hall of Fame Slithery is going to be the way to go. Hall of Fame Slithery is pretty much going to make contact with defender. Let's say you try a jump stop. Instead of him bumping you and keeping you there, you're immediately going to jump stop and just basically go through him. He's not going to contest your shot. It's going to be the best way to get an open layup, okay? So these three combined make a very OP build. If you still have more finishing badges, okay? The biggest one that I like to see is Giant Slayer, right? Now you'll notice the biggest mistake with Giant Slayer is people put this to Hall of Fame because they want to dunk all over the big men, okay? For a Giant Slayer, you're going to boost the shot percentage for a layup. So, if you keep this down at bronze, it will boost the percentage of you scoring on a big man. If you bump it past bronze, if you get it to like Hall of Fame, you will get more layup animations than you do dunk animations, okay? We don't want layup animations, we want straight dunks, okay? We're going for straight dunk animations. So, we're going to keep Giant Slayer down on bronze, all right? And after that, if you still have some left, you can go acrobat, you can go consistent, teardropper. There's a lot of different options here, okay? For my big men, the only thing that I would change there is go contact, back down, drop stepper, and lob city, okay? And I put those all on Hall of Fame. Relentless Finisher, a bad badge. So Relentless Finisher, it's not bad, but if you're a park player, chances are you're probably not dunking on people the whole game or going into contact, right? So if this is just saving you from tiring out, chances are you're probably not tiring out in a park game anyway. Okay, this is more for Pro-Am. Blocked, you add the question. If the person is open, but what happens about lockdowns in passing lanes? So the way the 2K system works for the openness thing, instead of passing the ball to someone who is like just open where there's no one standing next to them, they're passing it to the place that's going to have the least % chance of having a turnover, okay? So if a lock is playing the passing lane, 2K will recognize that that is already going to be a high turnover probability, and they'll pass it someplace else, okay? So your openness does take into consideration those pesky lockdowns that are just sitting in the passing lanes. All right, so I'm going to move on to shooting. If anyone has any questions about finishing, go ahead and type them in the chat. If you have questions about shooting while I'm going through, keep typing them in the chat, okay, guys? This is what I'm here for. Keep the chat going with questions. That's what I like to see, okay? Now, for some of us, if you're familiar with YouTube and watching a lot of the gamers on YouTube, specifically Pacers Gaming, okay, they've probably posted a video, probably 4 or 5 at this point, honestly, about something called the shooting diamond. The shooting diamond refers to the 4 most important badges for shooters, all right? What do you guys think? Go ahead and type in the chat what do you think those 4 most important badges are going to be. Okay, what do you think those 4 most important badges are going to be for shooting? And don't include a quick draw, okay? Quick draw is not included in that 4. Alright? So, quick draw, I automatically put to Hall of Fame, okay? Put quick draw as high as you can go. My audio's low. Alright, I'll try to fix that. Alright, I'll move the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. Let me know if that's better for you guys, okay? So, like we said, quick draw is going to be the most important. That's not included in the diamond. That's the first thing you should get. I have it on Hall of Fame because I'm a shooter. Okay? I get Hall of Fame shooting badges. I bump this up to Hall of Fame. Awesome. Thanks for the help, guys, with the audio. Alright. Next up, I go range extender. I go hot zone hunter. I go Deadeye. And I go green machine. Alright? Great, so I see a lot of people got these down, okay? These 4 here are going to be your diamond, okay? Green Machine, Deadeye, Hot Zone Hunter, and Range Extender. If you have the badges to do so, they should all be on this. They should all be on this diamond, okay? So great job to Savage Steven. Let's see. Yeterson. What else we got? Wardell Curry. Everyone, great job with that one. Okay. Difficult shots. This is something that I toss on because I got 2 extra ones. Okay. As a point guard in the park, I don't really find a need for many of these other badges. Okay. Maybe. So I throw on difficult shots. Okay. When I play Pro-Am or Rec Center, I'll throw on Tireless Shooter. Okay, I'll throw on Tireless Shooter. Completely up to you between those 2. All right, so I'm gonna go through some questions now. I see we got a lot of questions about the shooting badges in my chart. So let's see. Let me go through these. So hot spots in the park. That's just by playing park games, buddy. You just gotta shoot and shoot and shoot until you're in the park, and you'll get hot zones there. Okay. Catch and shoot worth it for a lock. If you have anything extra to use, then the diamond, yes. If you don't feel like you're taking enough shots to activate Green Machine, you can take Green Machine and put it into catch and shoot. Okay, but I take a lot of shots, so I leave Green Machine on. Alright, Deadeye, Flexible Release, and Steady Shooter, Diamond on Scoring Machine. Don't use Flexible Release. Flexible Release only applies to anything that is early or late. So what that means is anything that's considered slightly late or slightly early, Flexible Release does not help you. Okay, Flexible Release does not help you unless it is a very early or very late. Tireless Shooter. Is Tireless Shooter bad? No, I use it in Pro-Am. If you play Park, you probably just aren't using enough turbo to use Tireless Shooter. Let's see. YZ. I answered yours. Quiz 192. It's fine to run a quick draw on gold if you can't get to Hall of Fame, and I will get into that in a second. Green Machine to Hall of Fame or get silver or bronze. If you're taking lots of shots in a game, take Green Machine as high as you can get it. Simba01, how do you get the most greens? Honestly, it's just timing. Okay, timing and turn your meter off. That's the best boost you can possibly do. And get your hot zones. If you don't have your hot zones yet, please put those on. Hot zone hunter is going to be extremely important. Okay, and YZCatX Steady Shooter. I don't know. I don't find it useful. I don't find myself taking crazy contested shots anyway, and I take mostly open shots. By the end of this camp, you'll have the dribble moves to really get yourself open. Okay, so you don't really need to be taking contested shots. I'll make sure you're getting an open shot. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, while we're on this shooting thing, the next question you guys are gonna have is jump shots. Okay. We'll get into jump shots. Let me get through my playmaking and let me get through my defensive badges, and then we'll jump straight into the jump shot animations. Okay. So here is my layout for my playmaking shot creator. This changes depending on how I like to play. Alright, you'll notice handles for days is a must-have on Hall of Fame. This is what keeps you from getting tired. Okay. Handles for days is a must-have, and also quick first step. These are no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to have these on if you want to be an ISO god. Okay, you cannot have anything else on. Next up, I move over to Space Creator. Space Creator is going to be what gets you the most open to score the ball. Okay, so you have now 12 badges that are all like must-haves. Alright, from there, I tend to go into tight handles. Tight handles is what's going to be what freezes your defender. Okay, so this is what's going to be freezing your defender out here, and basically lets you blow by someone. It basically sticks them in their spot for a few seconds. Okay, so now I'm at 16. The next thing I have is Dimer. Okay, Dimer is good. Dimer is great for point guards. Okay, you should have it. Alright. Next up, I go ankle breaker. If you find yourself turning the ball over a lot, take off ankle breaker and put it into unpluckable. Okay. So that's pretty much my only switch up there. The other thing you can do is flashy passer. if you put Flashy Passer on Hall of Fame and you hit someone with the flashy pass, what happens is they get a full takeover meter off of hitting one shot if you have hit them with the flashy pass when it's on Hall of Fame. Okay, so Flashy Passer, great badge for the park. All right. So questions. Downhill, for Christian. What about downhill for slashers? Downhill is good if you find yourself getting the rebound. Okay. The park is so small that really there's not enough time to make like a transition, like takeoff. So it's good. It's good for like pro-am if you're trying to run the floor. As a point guard where I'm already taking off anyway, I don't find myself like dribbling the length of the court. If you're like a small forward or like a, you know, a two-way finisher, I would throw on downhill for sure. Floor general, you just don't have the badges, okay? Floor general, someone else on your team should be rocking floor general. It is never the point guard's job to rock floor general. So tell all your friends that try to stick you with floor general that tell them no and make sure they get it, okay? It is not your job to rock floor general. In all of the leagues, in 2K League, the point guard will always rock dimer. The shooting guard will rock floor general. Alright? So I don't want to mistake you and tell you that floor general is a bad badge. It's just that I don't rock it because I play point guard. Okay? And lastly, bailout. If you want to toss a badge on bailout, this is a pretty good setup too. Okay? Last question here, rock. Why don't I rock unpluckable? Unpluckable only stops animations of like those pokeball loose. So if someone gets an animation where they strip it from you, that is only a little bit of the time when I play. I got my dribble moves, my animations on lock, so I tend not to do that. Okay, I keep it off. Okay, for my big men, break starter, post spin technician, and that's pretty much it. Bronze bailout, all you need? Yes, bronze bailout is all you need. Okay, here is my badges for you point guards. If you find yourself covering the ball handler, you're going to rock clamps. Okay, if you're not covering the ball handler, you're going to go like this. Alright, so again, this is your layout if you do not cover the ball handler. If you cover someone in the corner, you're rocking this. If you cover the ball handler, you're going to go like that. Alright, we go bronze chase down artist just because that grants you the animations. It unlocks the ability for you to actually block it from behind. Okay? For my big men here, brick wall is good, box is good, rebound chaser is good. Pickpocket worth it. I don't find pickpocket worth it unless I am on my lockdown. Alright. Pickpocket is great if you're on your lockdown. If you don't have an already high defensive rating, pickpocket will not do anything for you. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run quickly. Okay, quickly through my animations. Okay, I want to go quickly through my animations so I can show you guys some gameplay. Show you guys some great dribble moves here, and we'll move on. Okay. So if you miss any of my animations, these will all be in the Discord. So please make sure you check out the Discord. Oops, close animations. High rating on defense. I would consider high rating on defense any lockdown builds, two-way builds or a lockdown. Christian interceptor worth it. It is if you play off ball. Yes. All right. So jump shots. If you have Hall of Fame, 98 is your best friend. If you have Hall of Fame quick draw, 98 is your best friend. There's no other replacement. 98 is your best friend. Okay. If you are rocking gold, and you are a point guard, jump shot 38 is the way to go. Jump shot 38 has the highest green rating in the game. Okay, shout out my man Peterson for having 98 with me. Okay, jump shot 38 is the highest rating for gold on green. Okay, if you want to switch it up because you don't like the look of it, there are some alternative options for gold. You can do, let's see, you can go down and find Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is great for gold. Okay, Dwayne Wade is great for gold. If you are a catch and shoot, so if you're my lockdowns, or if you're playing the shooting guard spot, some great gold badges. Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry's great. And I also highly recommend Zach LaVine, Ray Allen, and Larry Bird. You can pretty much pick any one of those on gold and be all set. Okay. Last but not least, if you're on silver, okay, if you're on silver, for my big men, my shooting big men, or my lockdowns, rock jump shot Dante Exum. Dante Exum is OP. It also will make sure that your feet come behind the 3-point line. Okay, it makes sure that your feet are going to be behind the 3-point line and everything will be a 3 as opposed to a 2. Okay, I'm gonna go through these again very quickly. It's gonna be a speed run so we can get you guys some dribble moves before you leave with me today. Okay, so dribble pull-ups, Stephen Curry. Okay, Stephen Curry, you'll notice on these animations, he continue to fade. Okay, he will continue to fade away. He doesn't just stop and pull up. So he's going to keep maintaining his distance. Okay. Spin jumpers. Normal 3. You'll notice again, we always want to go away from the defender. So when we spin away, that's a great way to get open. Okay. Hop jumpers. Normal 21. You'll notice I have this one because I do a dribble move out of this. Okay. There is a great cheesy dribble move that we're going to utilize here. Okay. 19 is just not that great. Just go 21 every time if you're a ball handler, okay? If you're not a ball handler, go ahead and take 19. Point guards this year, post fades is very overpowered. Make sure you have your post fade on post fade 2. Okay, post fades are great for you shot creators, your sharp shooters. If you're driving to the lane and you want to take a post fade, you'll green it very high percentage, okay? For my big men, I just rock post hook 1, post hop shot 1. Post hop shot 1 is really overpowered. Other than that, there's really not many overpowered things you can get here for your big men, okay? Besides post hop shot 1. Okay, dribble style, I go quick. If you want to go shifty, shifty is another option here. You can go quick, shifty, or Jason Kidd. Okay, quick, shifty, or Jason Kidd. Size up package. Alright. Kobe Bryant, if you turn the ball over, Kobe Bryant is going to be your best friend as well. Kobe Bryant is the way to go if you keep getting it poked loose from you. Okay? If you want to be a park god and just isolate the whole time and you think you have good dribbles, Allen Iverson is the best one for you. Okay? So Kobe Bryant if you're struggling, Allen Iverson if you're already like kind of comfortable with your dribble moves. Moving crossovers, Pro 2, you have to take this. There's no other alternative option. This is the most OP crossover in the game. Okay. Moving behind the backs, Pro 5 works great. It's very quick. You'll notice I also have Pro 6. These are both alternative options. You can go Pro 5 or Pro 6. Okay. I see our viewers are kind of creeping up a little bit in count right now. So stick around for like 2 minutes. We'll be getting right into our dribble moves. Okay. We're going to do a quick guide on dribble moves today, and we'll get right into it right after these last 3. Okay. For moving spins, I tend to rock normal 1. You'll notice he kind of carries the ball a little bit when he spins on that first one. That carry is what we're looking for. Okay. That carry is going to be what gets you moving in a straight line past a defender. Hesitation. Okay. Hesitation, I go Pro 3. Okay, my moving hesitation is Pro 3. This is the quickest way for you to get your shot off. Okay, quickest way to get your shot off. Triple threat, there is no right or wrong answer here. I pick WNBA 2 because I feel like it gets me the lowest to the ground. Okay, I like to keep the ball as low to the ground as possible. Okay, that's my triple threat styles. Simba 01, you need to go to the animation store to equip these. Okay. Alright, so dunks and layups. Layups, I use long athlete. Okay. Layups, I use long athlete. If you don't care how the ball goes in the hoop or how you look, this is the best one to use. Okay. It's the most efficient. There is no alternative option for a good layup package besides this one. I use this on all my builds if you can. Okay? Dunks. Alright, I'm on a sharpshooter, so I don't have the best dunks here. On my slasher, the only two you want to go, Zach LaVine and Russell Westbrook. Those are the only two dunk packages that you want to have. Okay? Those are the only two dunk packages that you want to have. Now, that wraps up the dribble animations. Okay? You guys have all the same tools that I have now. So we're all on the same page. So, we're going to get into our dribble combos and how to be an ISO god. Alright? So, the first one I'm going to teach you guys. We're just going to get comfortable with crossing the ball over. So, we're going to flick left and right on our right stick. Left to the right. Right to the left. We're on both sides. And we're going to spam this crossover. Okay? You want to be very, very comfortable. Okay? Once you feel comfortable with that, switch to between the legs. Which is achieved by going diagonal. Okay, you're going diagonal, switching hands. And you're going to try to get as good as you can with moving as quickly as possible. Okay? So once you get that down, you're good. You're going to switch to behind the back. The behind the back is a great one to spam. Right? A great one to spam and keep it behind you. Why do you think we want to keep the ball behind us? What if you have a pesky lockdown on you? Okay? You have a pesky lockdown. What am I going to do to protect the ball here? What happens if I keep it behind me? What do you think is going to happen if they try to take it from me? Protect from the defender. Good. Who is that? PNG Mac. That's what's up. Alright, we're keeping it away from the defender. Good. So when we do that, if they try to reach, it's going to be a foul. Okay? We want to get those lockdowns to foul out as quickly as possible if we can. Get them to stop reaching. Alright? Now, the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to cross over. And right when you cross over, okay? Right when you cross over, you're going to hold down the right trigger. Or for my PlayStation 4 homies, we're going to hold down R2 and flick the right stick back to the other side. So it's a crossover and flick the right stick. And as you do it quickly, you'll see that you are going to start hopping around. Okay? You're going to start hopping around at the top of the key. And this goes, you can do it both ways, right? Like we talked about earlier. Everything I do to the opposite hand as well. Okay? So you're going to practice hopping around. Right? When you hop, the great thing about this move, okay, the great thing about this move is you're set up great for a jump shot. There's a very nice green percentage off of this. Okay, a very nice green percentage. You can green off of this all the time. Okay, so I'll do that a few times. For my slashers in the building, for my slashers out here, you can do the same thing, and you'll get a nice little boost out of that. Straight to the rack for your dunk. Okay, and whoever is in the paint is going to be on a poster. So again, you can basically speed burst right out of that. Okay? Now, the great thing about this hop, okay, the great thing about this hop is you're noticing that I am doing it out of pretty much every move. Okay? I can hop pretty much out of anything that I do. I can hop from a behind the back, right? I can hop from a between the legs, like I did here. I can spam my Kobe Bryant, right? I can get my Kobe Bryant animation and hop. So these are all great things to do here. So you see me spamming Kobe Bryant, and then I hop. Kobe Bryant, hop. Kobe Bryant, hop. Okay? You'll notice the best thing that you can do as a point guard is to just hop around and keep yourself moving. Okay? The more you stand still on a point guard build, the worse it is for you. Okay? The more you're standing still, the higher chance it is that someone is going to steal it from you. The higher chance that pesky lockdown is going to strip that ball and get that animation. Okay? So again, you can combo this out of any move. Okay? This leads me now to my next point. Okay? This leads me out of my next point. our giveaway, right? I mentioned we have big news, okay? So, I want you guys, for the remainder of this week, until our next session, so next Thursday, we have another camp, right? Another camp session on Thursday. I want you guys to try to make the best highlight using that hop, okay? Show me your best highlight using this hop here, okay? You can do it out of any move. You can do it out of the Kobe Bryant. You can do it out of behind the back, right? Like we talked about. Show me your best highlight, okay? To show me your best highlight, you have to tag at Esports Camps on Instagram in your story, okay? So send it to us on Instagram. If you do so, we will give you $10 off on our 2K full camp. Okay, our full 2K camp, we will give you $10 off to the person that sends it to us. Okay, so give us your best highlight using that clip. Okay, posters are much appreciated. Okay, green lights, making someone stumble and fall. We want to see all of that. All right. BC Hunt, if you want to play me one-on-one, I would love to play with all you guys. When you sign up for the actual camp, the paid camp, we're all going to get into the same neighborhood. We're going to play the game. We're going to do all that stuff together and play threes together, twos together, pro. We'll make a pro-am team. We'll be on an Esports Camps pro-am team. That's all stuff that's coming to you in the paid camp, okay? Yederson, how do we know if we are shooting a good release with the shot meter off, okay? You can go into your settings and get the shot feedback up, okay? So you'll notice that I have a release timer at the top, okay? If you need to if you have trouble finding that setting, go ahead and message me in our Discord, NBA 2K chat, and I will be sure to help you out and get that setting up and running for you, okay? And that will tell you how off your timing is, okay? That will give you the feedback that you need to make sure that you're shooting good with your meter off. All right. So, you do not have to be on Xbox for the paid camp. We're going to have an Esports Camps team on PS4, and we're going to have an Esports Camps team on Xbox, so don't you worry, okay? I will find myself with my PS4, I'll dig that out of the closet, and I'll get on there with you guys as well. To sign up for the paid camp, we have a link for you guys to sign up for that. It just went live actually this afternoon, okay? So, the sooner you guys sign up after sending us that move, you'll get your $10 off, and we'll get that to you ASAP, okay? We'll get that link right there in the chat, okay? I want you guys to do me a favor too. If you sign up for the paid camp, okay, I want you to @ me in the Discord, send me a screenshot, and I will follow you on Instagram, okay? Coach AC will follow you on Instagram, or we can play a part game, okay? If you want to play a part game or play me 1v1, if you want a 1v1 Coach AC, go ahead, sign up for that camp, send me a message with a screenshot that you're signed up, and let's get down to it, and we can play together in a 1v1, okay? I'll give everyone that signs up a chance to 1v1 me, okay? Now, before you guys all leave here, okay, I promise you guys we'd work on our pick and roll, okay? The pick and roll is going to be the most important thing that gets you guys open against a lockdown, okay? The isolation stuff is great, but believe me, sometimes I even run into trouble getting open, okay? There are lockdowns out there that really do a great job of playing defense on you, so we need a pick and roll from our big men, okay? Now, the biggest part to scoring when you're on your big man here is to make sure that you are making contact with the defender and the point guard makes the proper read, okay? So, I'm going to pull up a clip like I talked about of Kyrie Irving going through a lot of these screens, going through the motions here. Let me just pull it up. Give me 1 second for you. All right. So I got that up, and we're going to switch over now to my computer. All right. So here we go. You guys are going to see here, I'm going to break down the film of Kyrie Irving going through the pick and roll. Okay, so these are all things that you guys can do to help get yourself open, not only as the point guard, but also the big man, okay? So let me just I clipped a bunch of things in here. Let me just find them for you. All right, so the very first clip here, I want you guys to pay attention to what Al Horford does, okay? Al Horford, for those of you that don't know, is number 42 on the Boston Celtics, so he's right here, okay? Can we all see my cursor? Al Horford is right here. I want you to pay very close attention to what he does, okay? And this quality is kind of boo-boo. Let's turn that up a little bit. All right, so Al Horford's running down right here, number 42. I want you guys to pay close attention, okay? So right there, the pick is being set, okay? The pick is being set. I want you to pay very close attention to what Kyrie Irving does here. He's going to go what's called shoulder to shoulder. He's going to run as close as he possibly can by Al Horford and basically bump shoulders with him, okay? You point guard should be doing that every time a pick is set for you. Okay, shoulder to shoulder. Now watch here. The pick is set and he cuts towards the hoop, okay? What do we call it when the big man cuts towards the hoop and not away from the hoop off a pick? What's that called? Someone give this to me quick. Okay, someone give this to me real quick. The point guard comes off the pick and the big man goes towards the hoop. What do we call that? The big man is pick and roll. Absolutely, great job. Mac, quick fingers on the typing. Wardell, great job. And Yeaterson, Savage, everyone, great job on that one, okay? So he rolls here. Now, I'm going to play that again for you guys one more time. Okay? Watch what Al Horford does here. He makes a big mistake. Okay? He makes a big mistake. Right there. Okay? What did he do you think that made that a bad play? Okay? What do you think he did that made that a bad play? Let's look at where he's standing and where Kyrie Irving is standing. Right? What does it look like is going to happen? Solo. I don't know. Find the space inside. Solo inside. Big man. He's in his way. Good. Wardell, great job. Yeaterson, great job. Savage, great job. Everyone, awesome stuff, okay? You'll notice he's pretty much on top of Kyrie Irving, right? He could pretty much pick up Kyrie Irving right now by the waist and throw him to the basket, okay? You do not want to do that. If you see point guards driving to the lane, okay, you got to kick out. You got to stay out of each other's way. Because look, Enes Kanter is now covering Kyrie Irving and Al Horford at the same time. And Enes Kanter is terrible on defense, okay? And he's covering two people now, okay? We're lucky here that Kyrie Irving hits a great shot, but, you know, that's making life more difficult than it has to be, okay? So, again, if your point guard is driving, stay out on top. Take that three, okay? Or time your cut better, okay? So this next clip here, I want to show you guys just what the point guard, Kyrie, again, is going to do to the screen, okay? He sees the screen, and he's going to go away, okay? He goes away. We call that denying the screen, okay? We call that denying the screen. What you do is you go the opposite way. So if you ever see in 2K your man get caught in the screen animation, so he hits the screen before you're ready to even go, right? Bang, you go the opposite way. Easy layup. Okay? So you do that when your point guard goes the opposite way. Okay? I got 3 more clips for you guys, and then we're done for the day. Okay? So 2 more clips. Let's see, 40 seconds in here. So you're going to see, again, there's a hard hedge here. We'll talk about hedging next week. But there's going to be a hard hedge on the screen. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving again. So they're pretty much going to double team Kyrie Irving. Okay? So here comes the pick. What do you think you should do? If you're double teamed off of a pick, what do you think you should do here? Okay, don't mind me. I'm going to take a scoop of my Dairy Queen Blizzard. It's kind of melted now. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? If you're double teamed off of a screen, what's the point guard going to do? Pass. Good. Who's he passing to? Who are we looking for on a double team off a pick? Open man. Good. Kick out. Very good. Okay. The roll. Great answer. Okay, great answer. So, just like you said, look at this. Quick pass straight to the roll. Now, when he dumps it to the roll, I want you guys to see. Look at, I think that's Kevin Knox. I could be mistaken, but it looks like Kevin Knox to me with the Pumas on. Look where Kevin Knox comes from, okay? Kevin Knox is guarding the man in the corner. Kevin Knox is going to come in and try to pick up Al Horford. Granted, we're watching the Knicks, so they suck on defense, okay? But he's supposed to get there sooner. Had Kevin Knox gotten there sooner, where are we passing this ball? If Kevin Knox comes to the middle, who are we looking for now? If Kevin Knox comes to the middle, where is he leaving? What spot? Morris. Good. Hey, my man knows Marcus Morris. I like it. Good stuff, Wardell. Everyone else, open man, the wing, great job. All great answers on the 3-point line. Great job, everybody. Okay? So you'll see, bang. He gets there late because, he's not there. All right, so we're going to fast forward now to 104 for our last clip of the day. Just like we talked about, the help comes from the corner. Bang. We make that pass. Okay? Same thing again. Help comes from the corner, and we kick it out. And our last clip of the day, okay? Our last clip of the day, right here. Bang. We got the pick here. You see here, in 2K, they're going to call us playing sides of the screen, okay? When you play sides, they're going to basically double team you. And again, roller. And same thing. Help comes from the corner. Okay? One last shot here. Watch here. Where does Gordon Hayward's man end up going? Okay, right here. Right towards the paint. That extra pass is there. That extra pass is there. Okay? So I want you guys to think of that. So send us clips. Send us clips of you guys working the pick and roll. Send us clips of you doing that hop crossover, okay? I'll be looking through it. I'll be looking for my best clips, okay? Again, follow us on Instagram at Esports Camps. Follow us, follow me in Discord, in the Discord channel, okay? We have an NBA 2K chat in there where you can ask me questions throughout the week. I try to stay active. And third of all, please, if you sign up for the paid camp, send me a screenshot on Discord. Let me know, and let's play a one-on-one game. Let's play in the park, okay? Simba, you got a question. Bit out of context. Which progression should I get first? I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. Simba, go ahead, DM me on Discord after this session. I'm about to close it down right now. Message me on Discord and let me know your question. We can get into more detail, okay? Yederson, I'm glad it helped, man. Take care, guys. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your night. And don't forget to send me those clips, all right? Coach AC is out.